Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer. Today I have a package. It's an international package. I know where this is from because it says on here. And I did not purchase it, so I have no idea what color yarns are in here. This is a birthday present from Mr. Cinnamon. He ordered it at the beginning of August. I believe he ordered it on the 2nd or the 3rd of August, and it arrived at my house September 6th. So it took a full month to get here, and it's puff flower. Now, I saw puff flower first on Manfa Makes, and Sam showed hers, and I was like, oh, it's so pretty. And then I started lusting after it. Because I looked it up, it started showing up in my feed every 3 minutes on Facebook. Because that's the way Facebook works, okay? They do targeted ads, and they show you what you have looked up in the past, and they try to make money off of that. This is wrapped really crazy. Oh, and it's heavy on my arm. So I'm going to try to open it as carefully as I can. And I don't want to cut the yarn inside. Like I said, I didn't pick any of these out. I told Mr. Cinnamon about it. I told him I didn't have the money because my birthday was coming up. He ordered it. He told me he ordered it. Told me it wasn't going to be here anywhere near my birthday. And then I called him while he was away today. And I was like, can I open it? And he said, your yarn. Like, alright, well, we're gonna open it. Oh, it's so pretty. Alright. I know nothing about the company Puff Flower. I haven't researched. I haven't looked up. I have seen these cakes on Facebook and on Manfa's Makes, and that's the only places I have seen them. And I did look at the Puff Flower website and research, okay? I don't remember how much these things cost, but I know that they were not cheap because these are big. They're big. They even bubble wrapped it so that it's extra safe. And then they bubble wrapped it again. So, these are, Mr. Cinnamon picked out these colors. He did so good. He did so good. Now, if you don't know, me and Mr. Cinnamon have been together a good long while. Oh my god, they're pretty. He has learned so much about yarn, and he's not interested in yarn at all, except that his wife loves yarn, and he does everything. He likes to make me smile. Here's the Puff Flower. Their website is www.puffflower.com. Like I said, this is from somewhere in the UK, I believe. Yeah, it says United Kingdom. Royal Mail. Royal Mail. I ripped the label and can't find the other half. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it just says United Kingdom. Alright. I think, you know what? We're going to look up and see how much these are because I know that I'm going to get asked. Can I help you ever so much, sir? You just pop the door open like you just live here. Puffflower.com. These are mega yarn cakes. So they're very large. US dollars. Come on. Alright, the prices vary. Whew. They have one for $71. They have one for $65. 65, 65, 63, 57. 57, that's expensive. I don't think we paid that. I feel like these were on sale when he purchased them. I don't think he paid that because there's no way I would have paid that. Especially not for 3. No, that would not happen. All right, so Puff Flower Mega Yarn Cake is as big as my head. It is hand tied with double knitting premium quality acrylic. Pufflower.com. It just says that all the way around the cake. All right, this is Twinkling Pink Fairy Cake. 100% premium acrylic, approximately 1,200 meters. Machine washable, cool tumble dry, cool iron, 4mm. Crochet hook is recommended. This one is absolutely beautiful. Alright, so there is white, a sparkly pink. The only part that's sparkly is the pink, and a lilac color. Is this not beautiful? Oh, what do I want to make with this? It's 1,200 yards. I could essentially make a top, like a shirt. I could make a very large shawl. I could make a great mini, but this is like screaming a top to me. It's so pretty. And it's cool because only the pink is sparkly. Now for feel, it's not. The pink, I can feel the glitter in. I can definitely feel the glitter, which means it might cause some skin irritation. The white and the purple just feel like a very basic acrylic, like not anything fancy. It's not super soft. It doesn't feel rough, but it's just a basic acrylic. It's not super soft. It's not like, oh, I got it. It's just a basic acrylic, but it is hand tied to make these cakes. From what I understand, from what the label says, with double knitting premium quality acrylic yarn. I wish I knew what base they used for that. Okay, so basically what they do is they take yarn, and I've seen, there's a few companies that do this type situation. Panda Yarns also does, where they hand do the cake. So she buys, I don't know, I think she just bought, I'm not sure on Panda Yarns either. What they do, these companies like this, is they buy yarn, okay, and they usually buy it in cones, and then they make their own magic cakes is what we call them. Because you could do this on your own. You could make your own cake. You got a ball winder, right? You just take your scrap yarns and you could do this. You can do this. I don't want to have to do that, but you can do this on your own. If you don't have the budget for something like this, and you don't have a husband that spoils you, you could make your own cakes like this, okay? Just take inspiration from the colors, crank it, put on the white, crank it, put on the purple, crank it. Like, you could do this. You could do this. These are beautiful though. This one is Neon Rainbow is the color of this one. And this one also says it's about 1,200 meters. Let me do meters to yards because meters and yards are not very far off from each other. 1,200 meters to yards. So 1,200 meters is 1,300 yards, about. This says Neon Rainbow, but I'm not getting neon from this at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's bright. Is beautiful. The pink and the purple, well, the pink is definitely like neon. There's orange in there too, it's hiding. Isn't this pretty though? Oh, it's so pretty. And again, it just feels like a basic acrylic. It's not anything fancy. You could probably make a cake that looks just like this if you just took, like if you went to Premier, for example, or if you went to even like Joann's and bought their brand and you bought all the rainbow colors, you could essentially make your own giant jumbo cake if you had a cake winder, or just make a big giant ball, or just put all those colors together in a project. You really could. I'm not saying many good things about this company, but these are gorgeous cakes that I don't want to have to put in the work. I don't want to have to think about the colors. That is where companies like this come in. You're like, okay, but like that's beautiful. I want to buy it. I want to make something out of those colors. And I don't want to have to do the work to guess what colors go together the best or how often to change the color or all that. So this one is called Candy Rainbow. I think this is the one Sam had. I think. I'm not positive on that. Sam is Manfo Makes again. Is this not beautiful? And here's my problem, okay? I love cakes. I love collecting cakes. I love having them on my shelf because they're beautiful. And then I'm like, what am I going to make with that? This would make a beautiful baby blanket. Absolutely beautiful. This one, I have no idea. I have no idea what I would make with that. And honestly, we could replicate... What did I do with my blanket? You remember the big fat blanket I made with the bold cakes from Premier? You can do the same thing, put these two together. I'm telling you, they don't look like they go together, but they do. They would be beautiful in a project together. This one definitely needs to be a top. It needs to be a top. Probably a lacy airy top. But these are so beautiful. They're expensive. And I don't expect every one of you to be able to afford these. This was a birthday present from Mr. Cinnamon. I don't know that I would have purchased these on my own because they're so pricey. But again, if you want something like this and you just cannot fathom or cannot afford to buy a $60 cake of yarn, you can recreate this. Go to your local stores, get a pink sparkle, a white, and a lilac, and just cake them together. Just randomize it. Don't overthink it. It does not have to be perfect, and just make your... That almost matches my... See, this is meant to be a top because it looks like it goes with my hair a little bit. That can be so pretty. You can do these on your own. Now, I don't have a cake winder that is big enough to hold this much yarn, but you could make several cakes and just, you know, piece them together. So, these are beautiful. They're so beautiful. You guys have any ideas of what to make with these two specifically? Because that one's going to be a top. What do you think? Gorgeous, right? So thank you, Mr. Cinnamon, for all of this delicious yarn porn because, oh my god, it's stunning. I've been waiting and waiting for these to show up. Like I said, they're not real soft. They're not rough, but they just feel like a very basic acrylic. Honestly, this one is softer than the other two. Yeah. It might be because of the colors that are in there. Oh, this has a little bit of gray in it too. I couldn't see it. It's very, very light gray. At least I think it's gray. Yeah, I can see it right here. It's like very, very pastel gray. But there is gray in there that you can barely see. Because I can see it here. And I can see it here. And it's barely showing up on camera, so you're probably not going to be able to see it. You can kind of see the difference between this strand and right here. That's not a shadow, it's actually gray. Oh, it's so pretty. See, and then that makes me want to make my own cakes, but I really don't have the energy to do all that. Or the time. And I love that they're center pole. Like, that's the one thing I hate, digging in my fingers in the middle to try to find the center. Hate that. All right, questions. Well, I want these answered in the comments below. What would you make out of either or both of these? I'm thinking putting them together and making a blanket, but I would really like some opinions on that, okay? This one definitely going to be a shirt, but which one is your favorite? I want to know that one too. We have Twinkling Pink Fairy Cake, Neon Rainbow, or Candy Rainbow. Which one's your favorite? And yeah, give me ideas in the comments. I get a lot of, I always ask you guys, like, what would you make with cakes? Because cakes are my biggest. If you look over here, I have buku cakes. And I have some that you guys can't even see, even if I turn my camera more, like it's against the wall there. I have a lot of cakes. And self-striping cakes specifically always confuzzle me because I never know what I want to make out of them because of the weird breaks in color. Like, I don't like when it breaks in the center. Like, it irritates me a little bit. And I don't know. I think these are too beautiful to be like a donation type situation, and they're a little too pricey. But if I were to turn them into a blanket, I would probably turn them into a blanket for a gift for someone, or for like something special for myself, or something special for my put away box, because I have a box of put away stuff in case I have any children that have children after my passing. I have a box of stuff that they will have in case they have children after I'm gone, so that their children will still have something of me that I made with love, because I experienced that myself. Like, little man was born well after my mom had passed away, and I didn't have anything from her, and I wasn't crocheting at the time. So my aunt actually gave me one of the blankets my mom made for my godson, and she's like, here, like, this is for the baby. And it meant everything to me because I didn't have anything from my mother. I had my blanket she made me when I was a teenager, but that was it. And so I don't want my kids to have to go through that. I want all of them to have something from me if I'm not around when they have babies, you know? I saw a flashing over... Yeah, there's flashing over there, like somebody's in the driveway and there's nobody there. Because Mr. Cinnamon is due home anytime now from work. I don't know, it's kind of crazy. So, yeah, definitely a top. That might be a new design top. We might have to design a new top just for that. But even when I do tutorials for a specific, I use a specific yarn, I always tell you other yarns you can use, so you don't have to buy. I didn't buy this puff flower to show for channel purposes. I didn't buy these yarns to show you guys to get you to buy them. I was gifted them from Mr. Cinnamon, and I wanted to share that there is another yarn on the market that you may be interested in, or may not be, because I know I'm going to get backlash. Like, I would never pay. I know I'm going to get backlash. I would never pay that. It was my birthday present. And just be happy for this one. Is so pretty. I love the other two, but like this one for some reason is my favorite. And usually it's the rainbow that does it for me. But something about the white in here with that pink sparkle is just so pretty. And I'm sure that that would make a beautiful baby item. Like a baby blanket for a layette. I know that that would be beautiful. But it's going to be a top for me. It just is. It's too pretty not to wear. So, yeah. That's it for today. Thank you for watching me unbox my birthday present a month late. And thank you to Mr. Cinnamon for spoiling the heck out of me always and forever. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.